Do you know that the average American consumes about 160 pounds of refined sugar every year? 160 pounds. Think about that for a minute. That's a lot of sugar. Just 200 years ago, we only used 20 pounds of sugar per person per year. We know that all that sugar isn't good for us. We know it. It's giving us type 2 diabetes and it's contributing to the obesity epidemic in the Western world. The bad thing about it is that sugar has been found its way into all sorts of foods we consume on a daily basis. And it isn't just the sugary breakfast cereal or the ice cream that's the culprit. There's sugar in our salad dressing, our frozen dinners, our pasta sauces. Almost everything that's processed, there's sugar in it. Just to give you a few examples that I just want to show, but almost everything we eat has sugar in it. If it's processed, if it comes out of a bag, if it comes out of a can, it probably has sugar in it. There's things that we can do. We're saying, oh, because this and that, we're blaming other things for a reason why we're having our health problems. But there's a lot of things that we could do to cut back on the amount of sugar we consume on a daily basis. Let's start out by cutting off some of the big offenders. Let's cut the soda and other sugary drinks. I remember 14 years ago, me and my family, we did a challenge. We said, we're not going to drink soda for a month. Well, it's been 14 years or more, and I have not had one soda, okay? And I'm not saying that it's easy, but cutting out those sugary drinks, that's one of the easy things that you can do. And that will have a huge impact. So, number one, stop drinking soda and other sugary drinks. That's your soda, some of your sugary Kool-Aid, fruit punch, iced tea, okay? Which seems kind of innocent, especially when you think of sweet tea. Or when you're enjoying your fancy coffees, those fancy coffee drinks are full of sugar. Like my favorite was cafe mocha. But it could be your favorite juice beverage. A lot of those juices are full of sugar. So you really want to look at what it is that you're drinking. Okay? I remember I would drink some regular tea out of the bottle. Not a whole lot of sugar in it because it would be like low sugar, even though it had other culprits in it. And I remember when I came out to Georgia, I had some of those drinks and I was giving them to somebody. They're like, we do not drink that. I'm like, well, what do you drink? They said, we drink sweet tea. I was like, sweet tea? So I tasted sweet tea and it was so sweet. But you get hooked on it, right? You start drinking when you go places, you're like, oh, let me have some sweet tea. So much sugar in it. Cut that out, okay? And so what you want to do is you want to look at the labels and figure out how many teaspoons of sugar you're drinking each day. And once you figure that out, cut back on them and try to drink more water. Cut down a little bit. So whereas you realize, oh my gosh, I was having 4 teaspoons, I'm going to cut it down to 2 teaspoons. Then 3 days later, I'm going to cut it down to 1 teaspoon. But it's like, yeah, what's easy for you isn't easy for me. So let's do the step down effect, okay? And it's not an easy transition, but it will be well worth it in the end. So stop indulging in sugar-laden treats. That's number 2. Stop indulging in those treats. Next time, get up and grab yourself a bowl of oatmeal or some scrambled eggs. Blah. I don't even eat eggs. Next time, don't grab for those sugary treats when you first wake up in the morning. Grab a bowl of oatmeal, grab a piece of toast. Instead of pouring yourself that sweet cereal or grabbing that muffin or cake or cookies or candy, instead reach for a piece of fruit, right? Or some veggies. Find sugar-free or low-sugar replacement for your favorite treats. You can make a lot of different foods now without sugar. You can use substitutes like honey. Fix a sandwich when you're hungry in the afternoon instead of raiding the cookie jar. Or you have those commercials where that people are like, rah, and they're like, ooh, you're not yourself. Here, have this piece of candy. And then they eat the piece of candy and they're like, don't do that. Don't do that, okay? Grab yourself some cheese and crackers. Do your best to train your brain and your taste buds to not crave sweets and treats all day long. What we need to do is we need to stick to real food. Last but not least, work on reducing the added sugars that sneak into your diet via all sorts of convenience food. Anything that's labeled low fat, fat-free, or gluten-free is worth avoiding since the fat is usually replaced by lots of sugar and salt because they want to make it palatable. Think about it. We're using a lot of sugars, a lot of seasonings to make our food taste good, right? Which we like that because think about it. When you cook meat, you're not going to just grab the meat and just throw it on the grill and put no seasoning on it, nothing on it to make it taste good. You're not going to just eat it raw. You're going to put your McCormick's on there. You may put a little bit of salt, seasonings, and all kinds of accent, all kinds of to make your food taste good. Correct? And so that's what they do when you're getting these processed stuff or these TV dinners or all these other foods, putting a lot of stuff in there so it will make it palatable. So your best bet is to stick to real food. Stick with single ingredients and cook your meals from scratch so you know what's in it. This allows you to control what's going into your food, and it also is going into your mouth, and it allows you to reduce the sugar that you're putting into your body. I'm just telling you, I know you like, it's easy for you to say, look, when I want something sweet, you know what I grab? It's a bowl of cantaloupe. I may grab a pomegranate, an apple, or I may even grab some celery with a little bit of peanut butter. The peanut butter is just straight up peanuts. The reason I'm telling you this is because a sugar detox can have several potential benefits for your health and well-being. I know because I have been there. But I love some of them sugary things. I love chocolate, all right? So what are some of the things that it will do if you do a detox and you reduce your sugar? You're going to reduce your sugar cravings by cutting out or eliminating your sugar intake. Your cravings for sugar food decreases over time. It really will. It's going to improve your energy level because sugar can cause spikes and crashes in your blood sugar levels, which can leave us feeling tired and lethargic. You ever eat something and then a little while later you're like, I'm so sleepy, right? And you're thinking, oh, I ate too much. It's all that food I ate. A lot of it is all that sugar you ate. The sugar detox can help regulate your blood sugar levels and improve your energy levels as a result. It can reduce inflammation because consuming too much sugar can contribute to chronic inflammation in the body, which is linked to a range of health problems. So a sugar detox can help reduce inflammation and really, really improve your overall health. And then it also promotes weight loss. How many of us don't want something to lose a little bit of weight every now and then? But by reducing your sugar intake, people find it easier to lose weight or maintain a healthy weight. And it really does improve your overall health. I want you all to watch this movie called Sugar. It's called Sugar. You may find on Netflix. It may be on Prime. You may have one of those little Fire Sticks or something it may be, or you may just have to purchase, but you want to watch Sugar. Because by reducing your sugar intakes, you may reduce the risk of developing a range of health problems, including type 2 diabetes, heart diseases, and some cancers, okay? So if you want to know more information on how to reduce your sugar craving, or if you're interested in doing a 7-day detox, put I am interested in the chat, okay? So you can get a guide and some recipes. And so I want you to like and subscribe so you'll be notified on more tips and strategies to transform your health and your business, because I believe in not just helping people transform their business, but in order to have a thriving business, you got to have a thriving body. So I look forward to hearing from you. If you want to do the detox, hit me up. We're going to do a 7-day detox throughout the year, so we don't want you to miss it. So I wish you peace.